Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Thursday evening to my amazing viewers on this amazing channel. Today I decided just to skip preseason episode number preseason game 4 and move on to episode 5 on because I am hyped up for this regular season. I am hoping that my Toronto Huskies will win their first real regular season game in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So without further ado, we'll see you guys in Toronto. Alright, I'm excited. Send the fans home happy for our game goals is one of them. And we're facing off against the Los Angeles Chargers here in Toronto. And our goal for all of this, Season 1, is to win all 16 regular season games and claim ourselves Super Bowl champions. Here are the Toronto Huskies coming out of the tunnel to face off against the LA Chargers.
Today, from Toronto, Canada, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Andy Dalton and the Toronto Huskies versus Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Okay, it is kickoff time here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, home of the rapper Drake and the CN Tower as the Toronto Huskies kick it off. And the LA Chargers are ready to return, and they're going to get stopped at the 29 there. And we see the second-year player Justin Herbert stepping onto the field for the first time today. Got drafted a year ago. This is the 2021 season. There is no New York Jets, so just keep that in mind. And now he's going to throw it to Hunter Henry and completes the first reception of the game. 1 for 1, 16 yards there that time. And now this is going to be a 1st and 10 for the Chargers here in Toronto. It is kickoff. I'm so hyped. Hopefully we're going to bring home the W in Toronto. So this is a 2nd and 5 now for the Chargers as they're ready to play some offense, and he throws it incomplete pass there. So this is going to be a 3rd and 5 for the Los Angeles Chargers in Toronto. And now he's going to throw it. Oh, it's fumbled, and they're going to return it. It's going to be a fumble recovery, and he's going to roll it into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Huskies. What an incredible way to score your first regular season points here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And Jamal Adams tackled Austin Eckler, lost the football there, and this will now be a touchdown by Trevor Williams, and this will be a 7-0 lead. We're going to take a break. All right, now this is 4th and 12 for the LA Chargers as Nelson Alghor is ready to return the punt. And we took a break there because Trevor Williams made that incredible fumble recovery for a touchdown. And now this is going to be 1st and 10 here in Toronto. So for the stadium name, I'm going to call it this stadium. I'm going to call it Toronto Municipal Stadium. I could call it Toronto Air Canada Stadium. And now Joe Flacco, the former Baltimore Ravens Super Bowl winning quarterback, gets a reception from Andy Dalton, and he will score the first offensive touchdown of the game. First career touchdown reception by Joe Flacco. He's been playing QB ever since 2008, and he makes the scores set, and he's now going to take the lead 14-0. So he just runs it, catches the ball, and runs it to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. All right, it's 1st and 10 from the 34 here at Maple Leaf Stadium here in Toronto. Austin Eckler runs it and gets stopped at the 42 there. So this is going to be a 2nd and 2 now for the Los Angeles Chargers. As they have possession, Justin Herbert's going to hand the ball off to Eckler. Does not loses a couple yards, and Stephen Queensbury of the Chargers is injured, so this is going to be 3rd and 3 from the 42. And do they get a first down? They're going to say yes. 1st and 10, 45-yard line. And this, my friends, will end the first quarter here in Toronto at Maple Leaf Field, as the Huskies now lead this 14-0 here in the home of the rapper Drake. He was born and raised in Toronto, and he's also considered American as well. So, and Austin Eckler loses 2 yards there on that play. So this is going to be a 2nd and 2 for the LA Chargers, as Toronto is ready to play some more defense here, possibly get another defensive touchdown like they did in their first points. Passes the ball to Mike Williams, incomplete there. So this is going to be a 3rd and 9 for the LA Chargers. And if they do not make it into a first down, then they will. Oh, we're going to get it. We're going to get an interception, and Trevor Williams there, he's been a defensive player all this game. Got the fumble recovery for a touchdown to begin Toronto's scoring, and now gets an INT. So this is where we really want to be. So this is going to be a 1st and 10 now from the 18. Dalton looking to throw. Passes it to A.J. Green, his former teammate from Cincinnati, which they were really good teammates from 2011 to 2019. And A.J. Green is still active with the Bengals. This is just franchise mode with the Toronto Huskies. Now 1st and 10. Andy Dalton, he gets sacked by Melvin Ingram III. So, foot fracture, A.J. Green will not be able to return in this football game. So now, who's going to be my receiver? 2nd and 18 now from the 46. I'm going to throw it to Nelson Alghor, incomplete. 2 for 4 there. 116 yards for Dalton in this game. We're at the 46, 3rd and 18 now. We're going to throw it deep to Rob Gronkowski, the former New England Patriots tight end, and this is going to be an incomplete pass. So now this is going to be a 4th down and 18 for the Toronto Huskies. We got to get this first down here. We got to take this seriously if we want to score more points in this game, as we're leading at 14-0. We're going to throw it. Oh, nuts. It's incomplete. Melvin Ingram III is down and hurt on a play. So this is going to be a 1st and 10 now for the Los Angeles Chargers, as they have possession of the football. So now he's trying to avoid getting sacked. Oh, loses the football, and the Chargers do recover, and they're going to get stopped at the 45 there. Cameron Jordan with that sack. 2nd and 19 for the Toronto Huskies. All right, it's 2nd and 19 now for Justin Herbert and the Chargers, and they're going to get stopped at the 47. So this is going to be a 3rd and 11 for Los Angeles. No huddle, 6-second runoff, and he tries to get avoided sacked, and this is going to be an incomplete pass. So 4th and 11, as Nelson Alghor will be returning for the Toronto Huskies. The Chargers have to punt. And it might be out of bounds, and yes, it will be out of bounds. So this is going to be a 1st and 10 for the Toronto Huskies. So we got possession of the football. Andy Dalton is going to hand the ball off to Chris Thompson, the former Washington Redskins running back. Uses a juke move there, gets stopped at the 50. So he has 21 yards in all in this football game. We have not done really a running play all this time yet, but this is going to be a 1st and 10, hands the ball off. Chris Thompson, now he's gets stopped at the 41 for a gain of 9 yards, 2nd and 1 for the Toronto Huskies. And now this is going to be a 2nd and 1. We're going to throw it deep. Does he get it? Incomplete pass by Andy Dalton. So this is going to be a 3rd and 1. Hopefully, we're just going to run it in, and we'll likely get a 1st down. Do we get a 1st down? Yes, we do, but we are going to get stopped at the 35, take another timeout here in Toronto, 14-0 here on at this point. So 1st and 10 now, we're going to sub out. So now I'm going to use the PA flood pass. So my receiver will be Corey Davis. He's like my primary target on this play. I'm going to throw it deep to him. Does he get it? No, but he caught it. He did catch the football, so this is going to be a 2nd and 10 now for the Toronto Huskies. I'm trying to get another touchdown here before this first half even ends. But the good part is we're leading this 21-0. We get a 1st down, and we're going to take a timeout. 14-0. We're all out of timeouts here in Toronto. Just for the first half only. And we're hoping Gronkowski will get at least a touchdown here on this play. I'm going to pass it to him. Gets a touchdown. And the Huskies will lead it 21-0. And we'll see you guys in the 2nd quarter. All right, 2nd half now to begin this game. We're leading this 21-0. So now Nelson Alghor, who returned all the punts in this football game, is going to return it, breaks tackles, and is going to get stopped at the 36. So this is going to be a 1st and 10 now for the Toronto Huskies. As we're going to use the I form, we're going to use a running play on Chris Thompson. So 1st and 10 from the 36, hands the ball off to Thompson, and gets stopped at the 39 for a gain of 3. 3 rushes, 33 yards there, and this will be a 2nd and 7 for Toronto. And now Joe Flacco is going to get sacked, who just caught that reception from Andy Dalton. So Andy Dalton, as of now, we're going to bench him just for this game only because of how many incomplete passes he threw. And now Rob Gronkowski there, he's going to run this. No one's going to even stop him. Jumps on in. Touchdown Huskies. And it's now going to be a 67-yard touchdown. And this will be a 28. Well, we're going to try to convert on for 2 there. And it will now be 29 if we make it in. So we got Le'Veon Bell, the former Pittsburgh Steelers running back. He runs it in. 2 points. 29-0 here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada at Maple Leaf Stadium. Okay, 2nd and 5 now for the LA Chargers as they are on offense. And now he's going to throw the ball. He's going to pass it to Mike Williams. 8 for 12 there, 84 yards, 1 INT there on the day. So this is going to be a 1st and 10 for the LA Chargers. So now he's going to throw the football to Mike Williams. They're trying to aim their way to score their first touchdown of the game. So this is going to be a 1st and 10 from the 33. So this has been a pretty good game so far. You saw that incredible fumble recovery for a touchdown. That was the first defensive points regular season wise in Toronto. And Keenan Allen gets a reception, 10 for 14, 107 yards, and 1 INT there. He's trying to bump it up to 1 touchdown in this game. So this is going to be a 2nd and 2 from the 25, as now he's going to get pressured and by J.J. Watt. 110 yards passing for Herbert. And I really enjoy this relocation franchise. I might consider doing 2 more, and then I might consider doing a whole league. Well, some teams relocated into like my league. So this is going to be a 2nd and 10 now from the 22 here in Toronto. And this is going to be a 2nd and 10. And Herbert got sacked there, but threw the football. It was completed. 3rd and 13 now from the 25. So they are 5 yards shy from getting it in the red zone. 25 yards away from getting it into the end zone. So now he's trying to avoid getting sacked, and it will be incomplete pass there. 4th and 13 now from the 25. They're going to have to make a field goal attempt here. They're going to have to do a field goal try. And they could possibly make this. So, and does he make it? They're going to say yes. It's good. And Chargers are trailing the Huskies by 26. So now we got Nelson Agholor ready to return this kickoff for the Toronto Huskies with only 7 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. We're ready to return. Oh, he's going to return it. No one's going to even stop him. He's going to get it into the end zone. No one stops him. And he slides on in just to conclude the 3rd quarter here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, with a 100-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. And we're going to make it 36. And we're going to take a break because we did an incredible job out on that field by making Nelson Agholor return that 100-yard kickoff return. So we're going to take a break. The score now is 36-3, 14-7, 15. Chargers only scored 3. All right, it's 1st and 10 from the 49 here in Toronto, as Justin Herbert throws the ball and passes it to Austin Ekeler, and this will be a 2nd and 10 from the 49 here in Toronto. So now a 2nd and 10 now for the Huskies, and Hunter Henry caught that. I was expecting an interception, so this is going to be a 3rd and 6 now for the Los Angeles Chargers, as they're ready to throw the football. And they're going to get stopped, and they will not make a 1st down. All right, it's now 4th and 3 now. We're going to use Trevor Williams as our return man for this Toronto Huskies team, the player who had 1 interception and 1 fumble recovery for a touchdown, and it's not going to be considered to be returnable because it was out of bounds. So now Joe Flacco, he's going to hand the ball off to Chris Thompson, does a juke move there, does another set of juke moves, and he's going to hurdle this guy and get stopped at the 38. All right, this is 1st and 10 from the 38. We got Drew Brees, the former Charger and Saints player, and he gets stopped at the 4-yard line. 1 for 1, 34 yards there for Drew Brees, and I'm thinking we're just going to run it in with Drew Brees. He has at least 560 passing touchdowns in his NFL career, starting back from 2001, the year I was born. And Drew Brees gets his first rushing touchdown of the game, and it will now be 43. It will be now 43-3. And we'll see you guys when we're on defense after this awesome PAT. All right, now it's 1st and 10 from the 45 here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Oh, he caught it one-handed. That receiver caught it one-handed, so now this is going to be a 1st and 10, and the game will be over after this snap. So now he's going to throw it, and that will be it. The game is over. The Toronto Huskies are your winners here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So Joe Flacco from that reception, Trevor Williams fumble recovery and INT from that Drew Brees rushing touchdown. This game had it all. Week 1 to begin in Toronto. And the Huskies are your winners, so they improved to 1-0 here in Canada. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I will show you the statistics and injury report. All right, now the final scores you guys saw. The Toronto Huskies are your winners. 43-3 was your final score. Total offense 314, 158 for Los Angeles. Toronto had 77 rushing yards, 13 for Los Angeles. Toronto had 237 passing yards. They had 145, 10 first downs for LA, 6 for Toronto. Kickoff return yards 139 because we scored that 100-yard kickoff return, which made it count. Total yards 453, 272 turnovers by the Chargers. By the way, Trevor Williams caught both turnovers, recovered both the turnovers. One of them was an interception, and one of them was a fumble recovery for a touchdown. Third down conversions 2 for 8 for LA. They didn't do so hot today. They did not even score one touchdown. All they scored was just a field goal. Third down conversions 2 for 3, 66. No, we did not do great on our fourth down either. 2.1 for 1. No penalties in this game, actually, to be honest. Justin Herbert, 68.8 passer rating, 19 out of 27 there, 152 yards, and 1 INT. Andy Dalton, 127.1 passer rating, 4 out of 10, 150 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the day. Joe Flacco, perfect passer rating, 158.3, 1 for 1, 100, 1 touchdown. Drew Brees, 118.8 with 1 for 1. Austin Eckler, 1 rush, 8 carries, 10 yards, and no touchdowns whatsoever. Chris Thompson, 4 carries, 67 yards, and no touchdowns. Drew Brees, 1 carry, 4 yards, and a TD. Receiving wise, Austin Eckler, 6 receptions, 13 yards, no touchdowns. Hunter Henry, 4 receptions, 29 yards, no touchdowns. Demarcus Robinson, 4 receptions, 43 yards, no touchdowns. Rob Gronkowski, only 100-yard receiver in this game by either teams. 4 receptions, 135 yards, and 2 touchdowns on the day. Keenan Allen, 2 receptions, 20 yards. AJ Green came out injured, so he will not return for a while. 1 reception, 36 yards. Joe Flacco, 1 reception, 80 yards, and that was from Andy Dalton. Now let's see the sacks. Melvin Ingram had 2 sacks on the day for the Chargers. Cameron Jordan had 1 sack for the Huskies. 1 interception by Trevor Williams, the Penn State product, and he only returned it for not very much. 1 fumble recovery, by the way, and he scored the team's only defensive touchdown. But wait, this is not over yet. Kickoff return-wise, 2 kickoff returns, 139 yards. The longest of the day was 100 for Alghor, and 1 touchdown there. So Dwight Powell had no punt returns. Let's see the kick returns. Dwight Powell had 6 kickoff returns, 95 yards, and 0 touchdowns. That wraps it up, everybody, and we'll see you guys next time.